Never mind, it's Ambessa. How strong is Ambessa?
On a good hands, and I mean, they played it against us today, but I think our team was just so strong 5v5, it was hard for her to... Yeah, but...
Pop every single bit of the Sunlight passive with Gatling Gun because it has such a high tick rate.
Yep.
But, I mean, Ezreal right now, really, really powerful, and Rel forces it away.
Cheeky from Mickey, but he's under turret. He's got Zenith Blade, lucky to be only just out of range, but still the burn. You talked about the Gatling.
No idea how this champion has gone through Worlds to the state it was, and then doing this again. Going to get some help here into the bot lane.
Yeah, you're about to find out exactly why, aren't you? Waiting for the drift in. Mickey with the disengage, but you can see there's enough damage done to Hilly. He flashes away. It was the only summoner left up and available. A rock, and then a hard thing. The plate in that barrier won't save him. Upset gets kill number 2, and Razork showing up the scar as Hilly just walked on in. What is he doing? Vitality's bottom lane not paying respect to Razork being here, walking up to the lane, dying again, then again. He did have about 3 seconds to work with there.
Oh,
so
2v3, no, 3v3.
Take what you will, as yeah, back down bot. Guess what? Razork's here, but Daisy's in on the way, but it won't matter. Hilly has stepped up in the lane, and it's another kill.
Can sometimes make mistakes like that, but this is significant game-changing mistakes now at this point, which is giving so much gold to this Ezreal. He's going to absolutely pop off soon.
Oh, Fate Sealed used by Humanoid in mid lane. Meanwhile, Hilly has finally made a roam, and this time it's going to be great. Onto Chayak. The flash is burned by the mid laner of Fnatic. Ignite as well. Looking for the soldier to get the damage, but Humanoid will get out. His teleport not up and available for a bit, so a bit of an advantage back on the map as Equalizer placed down. Oscarinen's got his chase. It's a 1v1, but it might turn into more as Nucker has a bit of support on the way from Chayak, but Razork in the way. An Impale at hand as well. A rock thrown and an Impale to kill. Oscarinen gets the kill himself, but Hylissang is now in the way. However, Chayak's too low. Linces is an Ivan. Humanoid's helping out. Hilly might die for a 4th time if he stays in the fight. He wants a re-engage with the Zenith Blade. It's there, but Oscarinen has just recharged. Hilly is dead again.
Shooting again. This Skarner is getting so much value in this fight.
And look, he's getting value again in topside. Oscarinen's in trouble, you think, but Nucker has no ult. Perfect execution, excuse me. It is up and available again after that last one. Grass taken, but the Electro Harpoon, the poke damage enough, and I said Vitality can't get a break, and I meant it.
Razork is putting Vitality to the sword.
It says.
Hornets having their wins clipped. Linces, what can he do here?
Then Daisy in. Razork's like, look at me, look at me. Oscarinen flashes away, and he will get out.
But Linces not got any help on the way, just trying to be a bit annoying on the way out, as Oscar really needs to give himself a reset after this point. This game has absolutely fallen apart in a handful of minutes as Hilly walking forward again.
Can you get a 5th death, Hilly? Yes, you can. Humanoid. It's taken 5 deaths, 10 minutes. Daisy under turret. It's 8-1. Vitality are breaking apart.
You have to stop the bleeding at some point, folks. At some point, you just have to just
yeah,
hold your friend back.
Just
hold them back.
Cut off the arm, I think. Cauterize the wound, like there's a leg missing. Kazi's gonna die here. There's a Magnet Storm, and Humanoid is strong enough at this point with a recurve bow. Barrier used, Mickey doesn't really care. I mean, turret ramping up is still there, but Humanoid just walks out with it.
I used to come with a fun, rare atom fact for every cast.
Oh, God,
I'd bring out stuff about, like, Revidio.
I remember.
Yeah, a lot of them. Francium, only like a gram of it on the planet's across to any
Really?
moment. Yeah.
Francium. Is it in Paris? Where is it? What is Francium?
It's an alkaline metal. It's very reactive. It's very cool. Yeah.
Is Chayak dead here?
We'll see.
Out.
No.
Redemption. Thank you, Ivan. Well, Humanoid is fed, and guess what? Rumble's fed, and Upset is also fed. There is, right now, a 4K gold lead for Fnatic at 12 minutes. And yes, Vitality are taking the Dragon. But right now, if Fnatic fight, I think Vitality will be destroyed.
Well, Razork has Flash, which is a bit of a problem, because you can try and stop him getting in, but he's already very fed. The unknown.
So Fnatic can't follow any further forward.
Not just yet.
Did Corky break the sound again?
We shall
The sound barrier down. Hilly. Solar Flare down. Impale gets to Magnet Storm as well. Shattering Strike. Hilly. The wave's getting pushed in. Hilly is up here, but this time this play looks pretty good. He flashes his Zenith Blades, he gets the Shield of Daybreak, and it works out. Shutdown's finally there. But Nucker's being slowed down for that TP you just mentioned. And guess who's coming? It's Humanoid flying in, who's got himself a Fate Sealed up and available.
Well, years when it's here. That Mickey going towards.
Look at the time. Would you look at that? How time flies. It's time to kill Hilly again, is it?
I was wondering about it. Not going to be completely followed through, though. The Strike does get the first turret on that bot side. I mean, the feats of strength. Despite all the kills going against them, the feats of strength go to the side of Vitality.
Well, it's amazing that Vitality actually got him in this game when things are going so wrong. Impale is great, you're right. Mickey's going to also buy time. Upsets now here. Missing Mystic Shot doesn't matter. Mickey gets killed. Lince is dead. Fate sealed. Yes, it is. Ladies and gentlemen, you guessed it. For 500 points, Mickey dead was on your jeopardy.
Going under the turret yet again. Public execution trying to get some kind of mobility.
Mickey will die. He was taking up for so long. Now Humanoid gets turret ramp up. Fnatic, you might be throwing this as shutdown given over to Vitality. What a game to end the day. As Upset won't connect. Razork's like, I'm going back in, and why shouldn't he? Chayak flashes out of the way. And I mean, Fnatic, I said we're throwing this, but they're still so strong. This Skarner has 11 out of 13 kill participation, will not die, and this game is just silly!
A new challenger approaches, like every 5 seconds. Very easy again, as Razork is here with a lot of tank stats, 2 items, and a lot of damage.
If Hilly wins this game, it would be crazy, as under turret, he's just always there. He's having a rough day of it, and I guess that's just it. Under turret, Chayak now next. That Scorpion won't take any damage from the turret. And I mean, Vitality this game are just being broken apart. This is like mental diff at this point.
But the problem is, you know, like you have to play around a competition where you want a death ball later on and group up. You are not at the timestamp where you can just stick 5 people in one lane, play around a Leona buffed up by Ivan's shields. You have kind of fallen apart in the laning phase enough that you haven't earned the right to death ball yet. The Vitality have gone a little bit down to Cloud, a little too much, a little too early. Fnatic are just happy to keep forcing fights when it's not the full 5v5s. They're happy to just skirmish with the Skarner, the Yone, the Rel.
He killed Mickey, and now he's worth the usual amount. So that will be fun. Oscar's in trouble. Redemption helps out, but look who's here to save the day. It's Mickey, his public execution #1. Nako finds Oscar, gets a flash out of him, twirls for a bit and lacerates him to death. Mickey can't Magnet Storm, but the TP means that he's slowed down, and rather that Magnet Storm just bought a bit of time, and Nako's now dead. He might be able to dash, but Humanoid can do the same, while Razork is dealing with Linces, gets his flash from the Impale. That was a shutdown on Nako, by the way, the best performing member.
Yo, what? That's a 1v1?
Can he win it? Let's find out.
They go there. They never come back, funnily enough. Humanoid can take himself that turret and the top side.
I just think here it's not an anecdote, but it was something I experienced online. Well, people, I mean, that's just crazy, though. What a city. Well, this is a game of equal proportions. That public execution, yeah, it connects, but I mean, Fnatic are all here. Razork's going to make sure he doesn't get away. However, Nako and a good stun out that comes through from Daisy does make sure that Razork... Oh, my God.
That would have made it so worth. He gets the XP from Eddie.
Oh, yeah.
That Ambassador is actually doing some good enough work to give some hope in the top lane of Vitality, and that's a good shuffle.
He's caught out as well. Solar Flare used up, in fact, but he's dead. He was on a wall.
I mean, you can start using Daisy to scout out. That will help. Chayak has his ult not quite available. That is important. That shuffle could be all important.
Chayak with flash available, it's everything, but Mickey gets revenge and sent up. Impale's good, but Chayak, as he flashes away, he's being poked down. Redemption used pretty much on no one. Linces doesn't get Kazi any help, or Hilly, who's now looking for #9, while Vitality are getting picked apart at the seams. Guess what just dropped down? Well, Fnatic are going to find Hilly. And Nako, the only one left standing at the end. We all knew this was going to be the result, but Vitality, I guess, a worthy trade, while Nako's the only person who really does any damage.
Sadly, he doesn't have any teammates to really help him with that. Is another E going to come up? I don't know if you can stand under that turret, mate.
Woo! He doesn't care. He's going to withdraw. Oscarinen trying to do the same thing as well. Nako with good dodging, but public execution comes in. Oscarinen is fed, and he'll just go back to base after the ace.
Nako survives the first time, goes in for another piece of the pie, and comes away. Sadly, nothing between his teeth. Atakan goes down. Fnatic knew that was the one way that maybe the game could go awry for them. Takes that objective, doesn't give Vitality.
That's Fnatic debut.
Yeah, so they have all of those GAs. This will be the way to really close out the game. Atakan into Baron, going on to Mickey, but this is really helping force a fight.
It's a great fate seal. The Solar Flare onto him buys time, but as he goes back, remember, he's still got Atakan if he dies here. Mickey does as well, as they're the two low members. As Fnatic use the rest of the front line here to continue on. Razork wants an Impale. It looks like it's up and available, and he's looking for his target. Now only finds one, but Upset is the damage source that's sitting comfy behind. Hilly's going to die 10 times in his day 2. Fnatic running away with Baron. Right up their alley.
And Upset's still alive, doesn't have G8 anymore.
You know, Linsis was a late season additional, rather. Summer edition. Chaya is dead. Yes, he is.
Oh, yeah, Rumble's
Yeah.
champion.
Well, I mean, he's 2.5 items at 26 minutes. It's not that great, but it's still strong.
And I'll say, look, at this point in the... Well, okay, it's been like this for a while, but definitely at this point in the game, you need to make risky plays. You don't get the... You haven't earned the right to make the easy plays. You're too far behind, so try going up there, trying to push out something. Yes, gets caught out, but what else are you going to do at that point? Hilly misses the Zenith Blade. Sadly can't get Upset away from that lane to be pushed.
God, I mean, Upset on Ezreal. Tell me something that ain't great as Fnatic find topside turret in the meantime. 13.5k gold lead. That's what we're looking at right now. Vitality haven't even lost their base yet, but Oscarinen's about to make it so with his push in bot, with Upset who's about to find inhibitor turret. Upset eats forward under it. He cares not as Oscar opens up that bot side. Now, guess what? Mid is about to drop. He arcane shifts in again. I'm just watching Upset play with his food. Utter domination.
Yeah, he's got the Shojin, you hit 2 Qs and he's basically back and he's going to jump forward again. Shayak engaged onto.
Hilly is the first one in. He's dead once more, and Shayak, yep. Domination's not even enough. They wanted a big game to finish off, but Fnatic are just giving them the rest of the breadcrumbs. 7 deaths in total as they're under turret, and Humanoid will make it 8, but who cares? I mean, Nucko's trying his heart out, but when your team got destroyed in the first 10 minutes of the game, what do? It's just over. Fnatic are going to find their first win of the LEC. They struggled yesterday versus Mad Lions Koi, excuse me, Movistar Koi. I keep making the same mistake, but Fnatic will not. They'll destroy the turrets. They'll break the Nexus. They'll end the second day of the LEC Winter Split with a win. They're